In the counseling room, please. You asked to speak to me?
Yeah.
My name is Jody. You're Kanisha?
Yeah, can I speak to you by myself? Or?
I don't do anything by myself.
Okay, I understand.
So what do you want to speak to me about?
Can I ask a question first? Is there a reason why you have a tone like that with me?
I'm very busy.
Okay.
You asked to speak to me. I'm making time, so...
I just really need to speak to somebody who's going to hear me, though. Like,
I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead. I understand you're upset because you don't want to sleep in your room.
That's not what we talked about this morning at all. I was upset because of what the staff said to me last night and how she said it. And
okay.
It wasn't really about me.
That was Susie, right?
Yeah, Susan or Susie.
So what did she say exactly?
So I was explaining to her why I wasn't in my room. Because I was like having panic attacks. It was hard for me to be in there because I was a little claustrophobic with the change. I didn't say anything about sleeping out on the couch or sleeping in here or nothing. I was just explaining why I wasn't in my room because I was having a hard time breathing. And she said, well, you need to suck it up and, like, get through it. Like, people go through things in life. You should suck it up and get through it. We got to do that sometimes. But just the way she came across me was kind of crazy and it was disrespectful. And then she told me I could be out there, but I can't fall asleep out there. Like, I would have to just be awake or something if I wasn't comfortable in the room. Mm-hmm. So she goes outside. I think she does whatever she does. She comes back in like 15 minutes, and then it's something totally else with a different, worse attitude. Like, she was like, you need to go to your room. You're not sleeping out here, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not asleep. Like, you just told me I could be out here. And then, like...
Do you know what time in the morning
this was? Like, maybe 2:30 or something. And then,
it's because we ask everybody to be in their rooms.
You understand how I was confused about around 2 is when I was explaining to her why I wasn't in my room. And she said, you could be out here, just don't fall asleep out here. And then later on, not even an hour later, she's like, you need to go to your room, and what are you even doing out here? And I'm like, you just said I could be out here. And she had already said that really disrespectful stuff before she even went out there. So, and then she just switched up what she said, and she was like, I'm not dealing with you right now. I'm going to call a case manager. So I just, like, waited for her to call the case manager. Alma couldn't hear me on the phone, so she couldn't really know what was going on.
So what I'll do is I'll go back and review the cameras to see what time it was, okay? So then that way I know the time frame of whether or not it was the time frame you needed to be back in your room. And if that was the issue, I don't know. So I can go back and review the cameras to see what time of the night or morning it was that you were out. And then that I can at least know.
Like, the issue really wasn't me not sleeping in my room. With me, I don't know what her issue was, but with me, it was what she said to me.
Okay.
You understand? Like, you need to suck it up. We all got problems. Get through it. Okay. Type of stuff. Like, screw your panic attacks. Screw your problems. Suck it up and get... Do you know what she said to me last night? Like... No. Is that okay or ever?
So you're telling me for the first time what she said to you. So I'm going to have to go back now and interview with her and find out what it is that she said to you so that I can hear both sides of the story.
And as far as, like, sleeping out there, I don't even know where that came from until I got on the phone with Alma, and she was like, it's okay for you to sleep out there tonight. We'll figure out the room thing in the morning, make changes, and then, like... But I never requested to sleep out there. I never said anything about sleeping out there. And the night I slept in this room... I had a panic attack in my room, so this is the first place, like, I come out that door, I come in here to try to breathe, and this is the first place I see. So I sat down, she saw me, she was like, if you're more comfortable in here, you could sleep in here. I didn't say anything about sleeping in this room. You offered that, you probably got in trouble for it. Obviously, she was feeling some type of way last night, and I never said nothing about sleeping out there. I was really just trying to explain where I was at and why I was in my room.
Okay. So what I'll do is I will meet with her too, so I can find out her side of the story, because we do need to give that time to her. But what I need from you and the rest of the clients here is I need you guys to speak directly to
I did.
the
I spoke
case
to
manager.
her and Alma, and she, like, it was kind of like when we first started. I was like, I need someone to take me serious. She interrupted what I was saying about the staff telling me to suck it up and to tell me not to call Alma dude. And I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? Like, I'm from Cali, obviously, and I didn't mean that no type of way. I'm trying to tell you about something serious, and you really just got hung up over me calling Alma dude. Well, when your staff just told me to suck it up and, like, get with it, like, that's disrespectful too. I'm trying to talk about something real, and I was not meaning no disrespect. I didn't say bitch or hoe or nothing. Like, I said dude, which is a lot of people say that in my generation. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean no disrespect.
Right.
But she
and-
really just disregarded everything I said and got hung up on me saying, dude. And I really thought there was more important things to be talking about than what. I just didn't think, like, she cared, like, at all.
Okay, so she probably was correcting the situation at the time instead of letting it go on.
And then when I said my stuff got took or whatever, old girl took my stuff, she was like, she didn't steal it. How did she steal it? And I'm like, your staff told me last night she went through my things,
Who?
took her things out. She did. So I was getting nowhere with them, really. Like, they were like, it was almost like, you know, people have each other's back no matter what type of thing.
You were talking to Alma about your belongings, and Susie said that you had approached her and that you were worried about your stuff, and that later you came to the window and said, never mind, I found all my stuff.
No, I never said that to her. I
So
told
then,
her, I never
that's what I
even
was
told her
trying to-
that half of my stuff was missing. She told me, your stuff is in the laundry room, right? Which is weird because when I left, my stuff was in my room. So my stuff's in the laundry room, it's in a hamper. She said, your stuff's in here. So I came in there, grabbed the hamper, took it to my room. I never mentioned my laundry to her again. I mentioned it to a couple clients, like half of my stuff is gone, I don't know where it's at. And then the other clients in my room was like, is that your stuff with her stuff? But I never brought that up to Susie again.
Okay, that's what she had told me.
Okay. And then I had told you what I told you this morning, and you were like, how did she steal your stuff? Like, what did you... And I just explained to you how it's in her things,
Yeah.
it's with her things,
But
and your
she-
staff
but
last night said she
stealing-
went.
Stealing is something different of moving the room and
But
putting
you-
it in their stuff. It's like blaming
Can
somebody
I-
to steal your stuff.
But you heard what I explained though. I said that your staff last night when I came back said you had to move rooms. Somehow you and Donna's stuff got mixed up together. Donna went through those things.
That's the words. That's not stealing.
That's was it. No, hold on. Can I finish, please? Like Donna went through those things, got her things out. Your stuff is in the laundry room.
Okay.
So I get my stuff out the laundry room. That's the part's right. My stuff was separated from her. She did go through my things and took her things out because my stuff was in the laundry room in my hamper. But again, in her hamper is my backpack and other things too. So she had to have gone through my things and picked out her things. So all her stuff is in her hamper where it's supposed to be.
So is anything
And my
stolen?
things.
Is anything
That's
stolen?
not stolen when my things are in hers and it's not with me right now.
Is anything stolen?
Yeah,
right
my
now?
backpack's gone, my leggings are gone, like my stuff is gone. And there's
Okay.
stuff in my backpack.
Okay, so
And I told them who has my stuff.
What
Woo,
color is
woo,
your
woo. They're like,
backpack?
you can go get it from her. You can go ask her. You can go. If I could have went to her and said something and felt like I could handle it, I would have been done, did that. But no, she did obviously steal my things. She went through it, got her things, and she knew my backpack wasn't hers.
Okay.
She knew my leggings aren't hers. That's
Be-
stealing, right?
I'm not going to say yes. I'm going to say what's missing so we can see if we can get it back. We are going to ask that client if the client has those items and go in the room and look for those items. Then we're going to ask the client if she thought those items were hers or if it was a mistake. We can't accuse someone of stealing.
How can anybody think that my backpack is theirs and nobody here has backpacks but me and the kids? Like,
No, that's not true.
that backpack, she knows it doesn't belong to her. I'm the only one with that backpack here. And
Okay.
it has my earrings in it. Like,
That might be
earrings
possible.
I made with my initials on it. There's no way.
That might be possible that you're the only one with that backpack, but you can't say you're the only one with
And
the
my
backpack.
clothes, I saw my shirts and my leggings in there too. So
Okay.
all my stuff's on the bottom of your hamper, but that was, you thought it was yours?
Can you write a list of the things that's missing so we can look for the stuff that's missing? That'll be a good start because right now we know a backpack.
I'm not going to be able to remember all my stuff that is missing like that because my backpack had like miscellaneous things, pictures, earrings. Like,
Well, let's start with the backpack. What color is the backpack?
it's like an Arizona pattern. It's a bunch of multicolors with the
Okay.
desert pattern type of thing.
Okay, and the leggings, what color?
Black. All of
Black
them are black.
leggings.
And
What
I have shirts that are gone too. Like, they're going to be extra large.
Okay. So we'll start with that and we'll move forward with that. I will schedule a meeting with Susie to talk to Susie about the way she spoke to you. So I will get back to you after I have that meeting with Susie so that we can come to an agreement of what was said and how it was said. Okay? What else?
I can't remember everything that I'm missing right now for that.
No, what else? Like, what other issues are going on?
That was really the two, like how your staff spoke to me last night and how they just dealt with me and my stuff being missing.
Okay. Now, how and where do you plan on sleeping tonight?
What do you mean?
Do you plan on sleeping in the room that's assigned
Well,
to you?
Alma told me last night when I was on the phone with her, like, you could sleep in there or stay out there, and then when I get there in the morning, we'll figure out room arrangements or
That's what
whatever.
I'm trying to figure out right
So
now.
I was waiting on that. Like, I didn't have no plans on anything because I was waiting on that with her.
Okay, so the room assignment is as it stands as far as I'm concerned, because we have a client that came in with 2 children.
Yeah, I know. They told me all that. I wasn't, like, trying to, like, get you guys to change your stuff or nothing. I was just, like, trying to make you aware.
Okay, so are you comfortable staying in the room that you have been assigned for tonight?
No, that's why Alma was supposed to be helping me this morning. Like,
Okay,
figure
so
out
you want a
something
different
else.
room. What?
Not really a different room, just like they told me that there's another girl here. She's expecting her kids to be here, but they haven't came. So old girl asked her to move her stuff to the shed, and she's the only one in that room. Or they also told me that our old room's empty. I'm not even sure if that's true, but like
What room was your old room?
3.
No, it's not.
So I didn't even know if that was true. But they said the old girl didn't get her kids, and she's in her room by herself. She's like, she didn't really let me get my problem out until she was like, you need to suck it up and what you do. So
Okay,
a lot of things were.
We're gonna address that after I speak with her. So what I'm trying to address right now, moving forward today, is are you going to be able to stay in your room?
No, that was the problem last night.
Okay.
So that's why Alma was gonna.
Okay, tell me what the problem about being in your room is. What's wrong with it?
It's not really the problem with the room. It's like, it's really small and there's 4 people in there and there's a lot of stuff in there and I feel like I can't breathe. So I don't know how else to explain it. Like, there's lots of stuff in there. There's like 6 big hampers. There's 4 people. It's a full room and there's, I don't know, it's just a cramped small space. I can't do it.
So let me explain the reason why we have singles in that room together in that manner is because we try not to put singles in with families because of the small children crying and things like that.
So I was gonna ask Alma, like, if I thought they were already just gonna do it because they asked the girl to move her kids' stuff into the shed because her kids are not here and they haven't been here, like she said.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assumed like Alma was gonna let me move into her room since she's in a room by herself, or
So she could be in a room by herself today, but if the children come home tonight,
then it would have to be adjusted again, right? I'm not looking for like a permanent adjustment. I'm looking to like someone to meet me halfway. Like.
Okay, so I can meet you halfway with letting you go in that room, but understand that if you go in that room and her children return with her tonight, you have to move again. So are you going to be okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, then I'll probably just like figure something else out. Cause if I had control over it, like I would, like.
If you had control over the anxiety?
Yeah. So.
Can I ask why you're not taking any medications for that?
Anxiety, because like the stuff they offer that is not hardcore doesn't help, and the stuff they offer like that is help is too much help. Like it's too. Like, they either put me on Vistral, it doesn't help at all, or they want me on Clonopins or Xanaxes, and I can't do that.
How long has it been since you've been on medication?
A few years. For anxiety, for like a few years.
So you don't take any medicine?
Maybe
right
since
now?
I was like 23 or something.
You don't feel like your recent circumstances that you think you might need some just to help you right now? With
For
why you came in
anxiety,
here?
no. Most anxiety pills are like Vistral and they don't help at all, or they're narcotics, and I don't do like Xanaxes and stuff.
It's too addictive for you?
Yeah, and I'd like black out on them and stuff, so I
Too
can't do
strong.
them.
Okay. All right. Have you ever taken any other medications that were just maybe mood stabilizers?
I don't like medication. That's not like my choice.
Okay. What about counseling? Do you do counseling
That's
or
different,
relaxation?
but that takes a lot more time. Like,
Do you practice relaxation techniques?
yeah, I know like
breathing?
grounding techniques and stuff. I
You
do
do?
know all that stuff, so I know.
You know how to self-calm then and self-ground? Okay. Are you going to take advantage of the counseling, the interns that we have come through here? Do you want to meet with or see counselors here?
Wasn't her name like Cynthia or something? I tried meeting her with her once, and yeah, I have actually. That's why I go to that other place now, because they have counselors and peer support and stuff up there. Because I can't.
TLC.
I don't want to talk to Cynthia. She's an intern and she's obviously like being trained or something. Like, I don't want to talk to her.
Okay. So you think that a peer support person has already had their training?
Yeah, because they've been there and did that, and she's never been there, and she's in internship.
So do you feel that you can't get help from someone unless they've been in your shoes?
No, but I know who can help me and who can't, and she's definitely like not.
Okay,
she
you
can't
just,
do
you just
it
don't choose to.
like,
Okay, I get
she's
it.
not equipped for me.
So then TLC, today you decided not to go to TLC?
Yeah, I was just supposed to do access, and I needed a residence verification or something, and I couldn't get that in time, so I couldn't go with him anyway.
Okay, when did you ask for
I
the
didn't get
residency
any
letter?
sleep last night, so I heard they were giving them out to everybody the other day, and I didn't get one, so they told me to ask for one. I didn't get to ask for one because Alma came in at 10, and then we did that. I didn't even ask for one at all.
Okay, so I think you're getting mixed messages from the clients if you're listening to clients. So we don't just give out residency letters, because residency letters are very specific to who you need
It was
them
when
for.
they were like pulling everybody. I saw it happen. So it was when they were pulling people back for the catch up on their paperwork for the audit or whatever a couple of days ago. They gave a few residents their some type of like proof or residency something. I don't know. And they asked if I had got one too, and I said no. You should ask for one.
Who is this person?
One of them's the mamas with the like Geisha's mom, and then the other one was I don't know if Desiree or if it was the other mom out there, the one with the dogs. I can't remember.
Okay.
But I remember they asked me, "Did you get one too?" And I was like, "No, I didn't get one." They said you should really ask for one. It's gonna be important. And then he asked me to request one, but I didn't get to do that this morning.
Okay, so you want a residency letter to whom?
That was because he was gonna take me to go help with get me access and stuff.
So you want it to access the residency letter? Because they have to be made out to someone. That's why
It was for DHS, like food stamps. They need
so DES
yeah.
and access. So we can get the residency letter done for you. But I think that when you're listening to the clients and they're saying you should get one and you need one, that's bad information.
I know I didn't take that as like gold either, but I did need one though. So.
Yeah, you knew, and we'll get it today.
And I heard that from them first. I didn't even hear I didn't even know they had something like that. So I get a lot. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything, but like there's not a lot of like information or like seriously help. You might want to talk to these other girls too, because I for me to get most of my information from them, even though some of it's faulty or whatever, they do I shouldn't have to know about stuff like that from her. It should come from my case manager. It should come from one of them.
So yesterday, I know your case manager tried to meet with you, but you were gone the whole day.
She met with me before I left, and she knew I was leaving, and she never told me she needed to meet with me either.
So you could have asked her for the residency letter before?
I didn't find out about this until I went yesterday, and he told me that he was going to take me today to help me with my food stamps.
Okay. So what is it rule-wise or agreement-wise that you think that we haven't communicated so that we can communicate that with you? So you can
I didn't say anything about rules or agreements that you haven't communicated with me.
So what is it that you said that you're getting from the other ladies?
I'm saying
from us.
I don't know how to say this in a way like the proof of residency and what it's for and why it's important and information like that. That's why I talk to them, because they're the only ones supplying that type of information. When my case manager speaks with me, it's not on stuff like that. It's not on housing or different places out here where I can get counseling or even that we had a counselor here. I didn't know that till that lady showed up that day. I hear all this from them because there's no communication with your staff. And I'm not the only one who feels like this, so I know it's not all in my head.
So when you met with Annette over the weekend,
Who's Annette?
Annette was the advocate case manager that did your service plan?
There's 3 different people who did my plan.
No, there's only one.
Yeah, there was remember I didn't finish that on one day, my intake?
No, I'm talking about your service
so I
plan
don't
only.
remember which one that is.
Okay, and that's the one with the cast on her arm? Okay, so the only things that you said you wanted to work on was decreasing anxiety and moving out of Yuma. So we wouldn't have talked
I'm not even sure if I even said those things. I was so upset. Do you remember how I was when you guys were trying to do my intake? That's why it took 3 different people. That should have been...
Is this your signature?
Yeah, but you guys know I wasn't in a right state of mind to even be talking to you guys like that. That's why it took 3 different people and it took so long. So yeah, I did say that. But Alma knew that I was like in a broken state at that point. Please don't try to put this off on me like I did something wrong. Like, I wasn't clearing my needs or something, because when I first got here, I wasn't like...
Okay, so I'm going to back up, because there's a lot going on here. And I need to be able to understand. The first day you got here was August 21st. You had a moment of anxiety and you left. And you went where? Where did crisis take you?
Oh, to the observation unit.
Okay. So when you returned from the observation unit is when you completed the
And then
rest
I
of
went
this.
back to that place. I was not in the right state of mind. Like, do you
So
know
you
what I mean?
went back twice?
And I was like barely talking when we did those things. Like, it was visible that I was like not in a good place. Like,
Okay.
not ready to even answer
Okay.
questions like
All right.
that.
I'm gonna explain to you what we are here.
Yeah, I went back twice. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna explain what we are
I
here.
understand
We are
the
not
point in
mental
that.
health providers.
Right. You guys are
We do
domestic
not-
violence providers who
Yeah.
one of your staff told me to suck it up when I tried to tell her about my panic attack
Okay.
and get over it.
Okay, so again, listen, hear me out. I've heard you out. Hear me out. We are not mental health providers. So when we called Crisis and Crisis helped you and they returned you and they said you were fine, you were compliant, and you were medically and mentally stable. That's the report. Okay?
That's not what's on my paperwork at all.
So then why are you
So
here if you're not stable?
No, they said that I wasn't even like, when I first went, it was 23-hour observation. That's all it is. So
Are
they
you
released
stable?
you. Yeah, I'm stable.
Okay.
How did you get a report like that when I know that's not in writing or nothing?
No, when they return you, the contract is when they return you to us, you need
Okay.
to be stable. So they let you out. You're back. That means you're stable. If you're not stable, you have to tell us because we are not.
Stable, when they take you, that means you're a danger to yourself or others. I don't know what kind of stable you're talking about. Are you talking about stable enough to be able to know my needs and my goals and life?
Yeah.
Important questions when I just got out of the situation I got out of? Or are you talking about a danger to yourself or others
I'm talking
stable?
about mental
Because they're
stability.
there for a danger to yourself and others. That's the only stable they're there for.
Mm-hmm. So if you're not a danger to self and others and you are mentally stable, you should be able to sign these papers. And if not, then you can't be here.
I didn't say I wasn't
feel-
able to sign the papers.
What did you say?
I said that I wasn't even in a good place to even really take that serious. Like,
Because I'm losing track.
because you don't care, bro. Like, you don't give a shit about what I'm saying right now. No, you don't.
I would not have come over here if I didn't care. I do care. That is why I'm here. I left what I was doing to come over here to talk to you. But I'm not understanding. You're telling me that we're not doing a good job.
I didn't even say that. Did you see her that say you're not doing a good job?
Yes.
I said I get
did.
most of my resources from them, and most of my
Because we're
information
not
from
giving
them
them
because
to
you
you.
guys don't. I didn't say you're not doing a good job.
You said
I went
we're
way
not
more in
doing
depth with that.
We're not doing it, so I'm trying to figure out what it is that we didn't do.
Am I not clear enough though? I just mentioned
You're
a
not
bunch of
clear.
stuff. Your staff was out of line with me last night. Those two didn't want to help me. This girl has my stuff, bro. Like,
Again, don't
She
call us
complained
bro and
about-
dude.
Sorry, she's.
I'm trying to figure out what it is that you need from us that we're not
Dude,
doing.
I don't really need anything from you other than, like, don't let people go through my things when I'm not here, especially other residents, to take my things. There's no reason why she should have went through my things. Please don't let your staff talk to us like we're dogs. That's it. That's it. That's my only request, bro.
I cannot control what other people do with your stuff. When you
You
came
can
in,
control about, like, they said, we let her go through the things to separate what's hers and yours. They let her go through my things, bro. I know they did because the staff last night told me.
Which staff told you that?
The staff that came on before, that staff that left before Susan.
Lisa?
I don't know her name.
Okay, so I'll talk to Lisa because she should not have went through your things. All that other client should have done is got her things out of the room, not go through your things. Why would she go through your things to get her things? She should have just got her things out of the room, and that's all she should have done. So I will speak to Lisa and find out about that. I will speak to Susie about the way she talked to you. And is there something? Do you want information other than what is in your treatment plan now?
No, really, that's not what I wanted you in for. Those were the only two things that I had
So you
concern
just
about.
want to, no, but I mean, like, so we can help you moving forward. Do you want to work on anything other than this in your service plan? Because we can redo your service plan. If you feel like you want to work on housing, you're going to stay in Yuma, those types of things. Yes? Maybe?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Like, for real, I need to call my advocate or something because I don't know.
Okay. So when you're ready to let us know if you want to add things to your service plan, I'm going to ask that you come to us.
Who's us?
You come to either Gabby, Alma, Annette, myself, and say I want to change or add to my service plan. Because if there's something new you want to work on, then I need to be able to assign an advocate to help you work on it. And if you want to work on getting a job and getting an apartment, then that's when we start working on giving you information on those things when you tell us that it's what you want. Does that seem fair? Okay, so you'll come to us. All right, anything else? No? All right, so I guess we'll have you move your stuff to Catalina's room. That's bedroom 8. You'll be on the top bunk. She'll be on the bottom bunk. And if the kids come, then we'll ask you to move when the kids get here. Okay? And then we will follow up. I don't even know what other roommate. You said it was Donna that might have your stuff? So we'll meet with her, look for the backpack, look for the earrings, the pants, and see if there's any extra shirts that somehow she has. I don't know why she would have them, but. Does that seem fair? Okay. Thank you.